Hello everybody, today I would like to present you a watch that I just purchased today. It's a Rado watch, something deviating from the usually digital world of Apple watches, smart watches from Samsung and others, sport watches from Garmin. I thought it would be nice to have a little analog watch that can be used as a daily, can be used on special occasions, that fits quite a bit of design features. Now moving away with the box, here we have the presentation. So it's a black little cube with Rado written on top, Rado Switzerland. Actually, now when we open the box, we see the watch presented on a little cushion. So this is the Rado Centrix automatic watch with 42 millimeters diameter. It is about 12.6 millimeters thickness, has a ETA movement. I think it's the 28-24 movement with 80 hours power reserve and 100 meters water resistance. I found this watch appealing and I wanted to show it to you because I struggled to find good reviews as well as pictures or videos. It seems that Rado as a company is a little bit of an underdog, at least in the United States. In Europe it's a little bit more popular. I heard in Pakistan and India it's even more popular and has been or is still the top selling watch brand there. I reviewed watches as the Sin 104, as the Oris 65, the Oris Aquavis, the Tudor Black Bay, and I wanted something that is a diver. I have pretty big hands. I wanted 42 millimeters. I wanted something that looks dressy, that looks classy, but has the bezel, not too many bells and whistles in the watch face, is easy to read and has a ETA movement for easier serviceability, because that's really a watch that I want to wear fairly regularly, altering with my Apple Watch. And this one popped up, not really looking for it specifically, but I really have to say I like it, and it's an interesting watch that tries to cover two different areas. That is the dive watch design with the bezel, but at the same time having the typical Rado design, having a flat sapphire crystal, having the flat ceramic bezel that is pretty shiny, that is really nicely done. This version is equipped with a stainless steel bracelet from Rado. You do have other options that where these parts here in between are made out of ceramic, which increases the price a little bit. But I thought this is a really nice example of a watch with stainless steel bracelet, which also can be altered if you want to play around with a leather strap to make it a little bit more sporty. Now the watch has a weight of 164 grams, as mentioned before, 42 millimeters. It retails for 1,950, which is a steep price. I have to say, seeing that the Captain Cook model is at $2,000 retail. I understand the ceramic aspect increasing the value a little bit, but I do have to say I wish it was a little bit more reasonable. I did find an offer where the price was positively discounted, and then I was convinced to make the purchase. As you can see, the tag still says the 1,950 here, showing the properties of the watch. Otherwise, what do we have in the rest of the packaging? As we could have a glimpse before, then you have a customer service card, you have a Rado microfiber towel similar to the ones you find with glasses, and a slightly thick instruction manual, which I have seen is applicable for multiple watches. I haven't read it yet, but just out of the curiosity, since this is my first automatic watch movement, I wanted to make the most of it. Now, as I said before, why did I go for that one and not for something else that is highly reviewed on YouTube and recommended as the Sin 104? As I said, it's mostly because this one is a little bit more elegant, more dressy, while the Sin 104 is a really beautiful dive watch, has a little bit more of the metal look. It's definitely still on my wish list, but at least not in the near future. I also struggled with the research of my first automatic watch and maybe starting to collect a few more pieces. I looked at the micro brands online. There are many good options there. However, I thought it would be good to start with a Swiss-made watch, because I wanted to see what are the differences in quality, but also a watch that can first be tried on the wrist, see how it feels, how is the weight, how is the diameter for me, because most of the micro brands are mostly sold online. Why not the Tudor Black Bay or the Oris Aquis? I have to admit that they were a little bit too pricey for me. I did find them reasonable on the gray market or alternative seller, but again, here it was a good option to walk into a store, talk to a person, be able to try it, and just have the confidence that if something happens with the watch or there are some issues, there is a person that I can go to and can address the issue, especially it being still quite a bit of money. Then in the back you do see the movement. As I mentioned, it's ETA 2824. All Rados have this funky sticker here. You can peel that off, so it's all still in the foil, because as I said, I just purchased that one and I wanted to present it because I didn't see any good reviews. And as I said, I have to say it's a nice watch. It's not the most exciting watch, but I think it doesn't want to be the most exciting watch. It does still show the old Rado design approach, which is flat surfaces, mostly black. Some others have jewels inside, and now with the Rado Captain Cook, things are getting a little bit more colorful, at least what I see on their website. I did try the Captain Cook and I really like it, because it also has a domed sapphire crystal and a very nice bezel. But again, I wanted to see what else out there, what is a little bit different than the majority of people purchasing, and I thought this would be an interesting underdog. So I hope you liked this review, showing you this watch a little bit more in detail. It's a little bit hard to find in stores, but if you're patient, you are lucky, and I think it's a cool watch that wants to be many things, and it will definitely get a lot of wrist time at the beginning. One little detail I also learned from the research online: above the Rado you have the logo, which is an anchor, and if you tip the watch you can see the anchor is moving, and according to the current CEO of Rado, the ease of the anchor moving shows the condition of the movement. So he states that if the anchor doesn't change direction, if you tilt the watch and tap it a little bit, that's also an indicator for the watch to be serviced. The manual says approximately after 5 years it should be serviced. So that's a little nice touch in the detail, the moving anchor. I haven't also seen many people mentioning that, but I feel that's pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you liked the review. I hope you liked the watch, and I will try to increase my frequency of thorough reviews in different areas. We'll see what I'm gonna review next, but for now, this is the Rado Centrix automatic.